subjective form, and objective form. For first person, singular subjective form is I and objective form is we. For plural first person, subjective form is we and objective form is us. Similarly, for second person, subjective form is you and objective form is also you. For third person singular, he, him for males, and she and her for females, they, them for plural third person. Okay. Subjective form will be used at the place of subject in a sentence, and objective form will be used in the place of object in a sentence. Okay, so see, whenever we have to make comparison in between persons, then we should always compare subject to subject and an object to object. Whenever we have to compare people, whenever we have to compare persons, then we should always compare a subject to a subject and an object to an object. No two subject and object can be compared with each other. Let us consider few examples. I run as fast as he. So I is subjective case here and he is also subjective case. And in this sentence we are comparing I and he. He works faster than she. In this sentence, we are comparing two persons, he and she, and both are present in subjective case. I know you as much as him. I is subject here, you is object here, know is the verb, and him is object here. So basically in this sentence the comparison is in between you and him, and both are present in objective forms, which is proving our point that a subject is compared to a subject and an object is compared to an object. Okay. So the third thing which we have to learn about personal pronouns is, if a sentence starts with it and it is being followed by any form of be, be की forms कौन सी होती हैं? Was, were, is, am, are. अगर कोई सेंटेंस इट से शुरू हो रहा है और उसे कौन फॉलो कर रहा है? बी की कोई फॉर्म फॉलो करिए, देन वी ऑलवेज हैव टू यूज subjective case after this form. It was you who helped me a lot. It was I who am responsible for this. It was she who made this mistake. All the sentences mentioned here are starting with it and they are being followed by a form of be, and that's why we have used subjective form in all the three sentences. So this was all about personal pronouns. Now we'll discuss about reciprocal pronouns. First of all, we should note that reciprocal pronouns denote mutual relationship of noun or pronoun. There are two reciprocal pronouns, each other and one another. Each other is used for two people and one another is used for many people. The two sisters shouted at each other. All the students of class 12th bade goodbyes to one another. Ram and Sita lives with each other. In this sentence, the word two is mentioned here, and for two people, in order to denote a mutual relationship, we have to use each other. So the two sisters shouted at each other. In this sentence, I'm talking about many students of class 12, and for many people, in order to denote mutual relationship, we have to use one another. Again, in this sentence, I'm talking about two people, Ram and Sita, and that's why I'm using each other. So this was all about reciprocal pronouns which denote mutual relationship.